This video is all about classes. Classes let you classify your transactions by segment of your business. For example, by department, location, service, or product lines. Then you can track the segment's income and expenses. For example, and I hope I don't make you hungry here, but imagine a business builds outdoor pizza ovens, sells pizza baking tools, and gives private pizza cooking lessons. This business could use classes, oven construction, pizza tools, and lessons to keep track of trends and identify which segment of the business is the most profitable. Using classes is a totally optional feature, and you may decide that you don't need this level of detail. But before you can use class tracking, you need to turn on the preference. So let's go to the Edit menu and choose Preferences. Click the Accounting panel and then click Company Preferences. To turn on class tracking, click this checkbox here, Use Class Tracking for Transactions, and you'll notice that this checkbox is already pre-checked for you. What this does is it makes sure that you use classes consistently. When you try to save a transaction and you haven't assigned a class, Quickbooks will warn you, although at times that starts to annoy me after a while, but it's useful nonetheless. So let's go ahead and save this, click OK. And now you can create your classes. Let's go to the List menu and choose Class List. For the landscaping business, I already have classes for garden maintenance, landscaping, and fountain installation. But I'll make a class to track my design services. So go to the Class menu here and choose New and type the name of the class. I'll just type Design. If you wanted to make the class a subclass of another class, you could select this checkbox and choose the parent class. But I won't be doing that, so I'll uncheck that and just click OK. We'll close the class list. So you can assign a class when you create a transaction, which I'll quickly show you here. I'll create a new invoice. I'll select a customer and job. There are two places where you can choose the class. If all the items on the invoice are in the same class, you could choose the class here. Or if the individual line items belong to different classes, you can choose the class on the line item. So here I'll choose Design, enter a quantity, and in the Class column, I'll choose the class. I'll add another line item and add a quantity and assign that class to that line item. But since I don't really want to save this, I'll just close this invoice here. You can use classes on several different types of transactions, including invoices, purchase orders, bills, estimates, credit memos, refunds, sales receipts, and statements. You can also run reports to view account balances by class or your profit and loss by class. So that's all about classes. They can be pretty helpful when you want to create reports by the different segments of your business. But again, using classes is totally optional.